The world speaks too much and listens too little. Words pile upon words. Noise drowns out meaning. Chatter replaces wisdom. But the panther hears everything. The whispers between heartbeats. The truth beneath lies. The intentions behind actions. Every twig snap. Every whispered doubt. Every promise broken in silence. Every hidden fear. Every unspoken desire. Every silent prayer. And in that silence, he found his voice. Not in shouting to be heard. Not in repeating to be understood. But in the power of the unspoken. He didn't need words. Words are for those who must convince. Words are for those who must explain. Words are for those still seeking permission. Words are the weapons of the uncertain, the shields of the vulnerable, the chains of the unfree. The language of power doesn't use syllables. It uses presence. It uses patience. It uses the certainty that comes from knowing. It speaks in the language of gravity. It communicates in the dialect of time. It converses in the tongue of inevitability. Not speaking when expected is its own kind of roar. The pause that unsettles. The silence that questions. The restraint that intimidates. He learned to let his actions echo. He learned to let his absence speak. He learned that sometimes the most powerful thing to say is nothing at all. He learned that power doesn't argue, that strength doesn't debate, that mastery doesn't justify. Truth doesn't need to be shouted. Truth doesn't beg for attention. Truth simply waits to be discovered. Like gold buried in common earth. Like diamonds hidden in ordinary stone. Like fire sleeping in cold wood. And so he became truth. Undeniable. Unavoidable. Unapologetic. Not a truth that demands belief, but a truth that simply exists, whether acknowledged or not. The shadows spoke his name when he moved. The silence carried his message when he stood still. The darkness revealed what light had hidden. The night recognized its kin. The void welcomed its brother. The unknown embraced its child. They called it mystery. He called it clarity. They called it darkness. He called it home. They called it solitude. He called it freedom. They called it retreat. He called it advance. In the absence of noise, he found his truth. In the space between words, he found his meaning. In the pause between breaths, he found his power. Revolution isn't always loud. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it waits. Sometimes it watches. Sometimes it's a single moment of refusing to pretend. Sometimes it's the quiet decision to no longer explain. Sometimes it's the silent choice to finally be real. The most dangerous change is the one you never see coming. The transformation that happens in silence. The revolution that occurs within. The rebellion that requires no announcement. He didn't protest. He evolved. He didn't argue. He became. He didn't fight the current. He became the ocean. He didn't resist the wind. He became the storm. The panther within doesn't ask for change. The panther within embodies it. Silent, certain, unstoppable. Not with the rage of rebellion, but with the certainty of nature. Not with the noise of revolution, but with the inevitability of evolution. And in a world of endless noise, his silence became his revolution. His restraint became his rebellion. His patience became his protest. His authenticity became his anthem. In the quiet, you've discovered your voice. In restraint, you've found your power. Are there places in your life where silence might be your greatest strength? where holding back might move you forward. The Panther's revolution continues to unfold. Join me for our final chapter as we discover the kingdom that cannot be conquered. Next time, beyond all visible crowns and thrones, the Panther discovers his invisible kingdom. Chapter 3. The Invisible Kingdom, coming soon. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like, share, and follow for more. The transformation continues. Subscribe to complete the journey.